Hey everybody. Thanks for showing up for a late show tonight. We had a last minute decision to go back to the hotel. If you can't tell, it's the same hotel, but we're in a reverse room. So this time the window's on my left rather than my right. Yeah. So this was like I don't know, when did we decide? Like at 8 o'clock last night? We got an alert about a card that we were really serious about. The last one that we were this close to getting, somebody bought the next day. So we kind of had to just jump on it and got up early, got orders out, and just headed down here in record time and spent the last, I don't know, 2 hours at the dealership kind of doing all that, test driving. And yeah, we're going to be here tonight and maybe tomorrow. So there might be another live. But hello, everybody. John Fox, William, 30 Spray J, Matt. Matt's here, you guys. He made it. Everybody noticed you weren't here on Friday, Matt. We miss you. JJP, thanks for hanging out. And frickin' Frack, hello. Big Stew, hey, great to see you. I know that there's probably other shows going on right now, so I appreciate everybody that is here hanging out with me right now. Way to spice the relationship up. Yeah, with a last minute trip to another hotel. Max, great to see you. And look who's here. Oh, Uber Eats hack Dragon. Amber, aren't we always multitasking as women? I feel like we are. 20 Spray Ray. Hotel Lime, that means car search. It does mean car search. And it's not finalized quite yet. But yeah, test drove a VW today. And oh, hey, Jess and DB. Great to see you. Thanks for coming in late, guys. And Jess, hi. I see you. Hey, Warren. Great to see you here tonight. And there's Troy. Oh, raid night. Fantastic. Well, good luck. I hope that you are successful. Are you Horde? I don't know. Let me know. I'm curious. I think I would be Horde if I was doing a World of Warcraft raid. And Uber, just yell at your mom to get the kills. Yeah, so test drove a VW. Actually put down a deposit. Like I said, this was kind of last minute, so we couldn't get an appointment until like 5:30. And I'm sure everybody knows it takes quite a little while to get paperwork done, ask the questions. And for me, I haven't bought a new car since like, I don't know, early 2000s. So I guess I could say I'm a little bit naive when it comes to what I need to remember to ask. But yeah, I would say a quarter of the way there. So it's fingers crossed everything works out. But we possibly might be leaving here with a new car. I'm excited. Oh, Alliance. All right. Yeah. I might be. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I always talk about with Star Wars too. I obviously am cheering for the Rebel Alliance and the Jedi, but I have such an attraction to the dark side. I have far more Stormtrooper and Darth Vader collectibles than I do anything else. So I don't know what that means. I'm just a mixed bag, I guess. Sheet Ghost by Night, what's going on? VW? Yeah, you guys are big VW fans. I was a little bit hesitant. I don't know what it is. My dad was definitely an American make kind of guy, but I don't know if I experienced people kind of saying that American cars break down more, and Toyotas were like on their way up when I was a kid. But yeah, I ended up with a Toyota vehicle myself, and I'm always kind of like, man, they're so reliable, so it's hard for me to break out of that box. But yeah, trying something new. I'm excited for it. I played Alliance 2 way back in the day. Watching a live stream about the changes in a body's physiology. Oh man, don't people like shrink? Don't their bones shrink? But they, oh no, they get taller because of the lack of gravity. But when they get back down to earth, they go back to normal because of gravity.
Jay Cruz's show was over.
Oh,
that's good.
Okay.
Because we kind of felt that. But.
Well, yeah, good. There was no way I was going live at 7. That's why thumbnail wasn't up earlier. Because it was kind of up in the air how long we would be there. And by the time we were done, it was 7:05, and we thought maybe 8, but then I said 9. Chris said, let's try maybe 10. I said, no way. I got to get up early. I got to go running. I've got a lot of things to do that I need to get to sleep tonight, so I didn't want to be up too late. But I guess, yeah, we were a little bit concerned about stepping on anybody's toes and being respectful of their time. But looks like it worked out. I'm happy. Everything's coming up, Tera. Yeah, so we got a brand new drop coming this Sunday at 5 o'clock. And is it a double drop?
It might be. We'll have to. We'll stop previewing some stuff when we get home.
Could be a double drop. And yes, there will be a special guest this Friday, 9 p.m. I'm looking forward to it. Patricia is a Passat, and you can say you drive a foreign. Yeah. I like that. Yes. So you get taller and leaner, definitely. But when you get back down to earth, everything kind of just like shrinks back down. I want to go to space. I asked Chris this question: if in your lifetime you would be able to afford, without going bankrupt, like buying a bus pass to get on a ship to go to the moon, would you do it? He said no. I said yes. I don't know if I want to get donuts. Ugh. I'm trying to be good. I actually made us dinner tonight in the hotel, hence the just ate out of a bag. I had my bag pasta tonight, a nice actually Chris loved it. I added some Cajun chicken pieces that we picked up at Walmart, and we both were just like, this is so good. So
It's been a long
good.
day also, but it really was good.
But yeah, we did stop and pick up some they say it's Puerto Rican food, but I've never had actual Puerto Rican food, so I can't really say how traditional it is, but rice and bean bowls that are delicious, and probably gonna have some oatmeal later, you know.
I gotta get stuff out of the car. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay. Okay, so Gary, you're going to the moon. Matt's going to the moon. 30 Spray J's headed to the moon. Oh, the heat. That's what that thumbnail is all about. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of glad I spent the day at the dealership because it was icy cold in there. So that was pretty nice. And driving had the air conditioning, so it wasn't too bad. And I actually have spent a few years in Arizona, so I'm used to like 120-degree weather. Of course, it's dry heat, so you feel like you're being baked in the shade. But the humidity, whoa, yikes. As long as it's not like that submarine debacle and an actual, yes, no, I'm saying like this is like public transportation. You have nothing to worry about. People have been doing it for months and months, and it's no big deal. Um, I'm going. I'm going to space 100%. Get the donuts. You deserve them. Here's the thing. They haven't changed their donuts. I've already had them. It's the same month. We were just here. So I feel like I get really excited, just like, when we have a new drop. Like, I want the new immediately because I got to try it out. But I've already tried everything. And I'm a hard all or nothing kind of girl where it's hard for me to stop at one because I'm very good about following a strict regimen, but when I deviate, I pretty much deviate pretty hard. He might talk me into one. I don't know. We'll see. I'll go. That's what I'm saying. I'm all for him putting the brakes on my snacking, but he thinks I don't snack enough. So yeah, I'm proud of myself. We went to Walmart, like I said, on the way back from the dealership, and didn't get anything other than frozen fruit and some protein and peanut butter because we didn't bring any for the oatmeal that I'm making later tonight too. So today was a good day. I'm proud of myself. I did really well. And I actually added kale to both dishes that I had. So I still got some kale in, and I'm going to have more when I make a fruit smoothie later. Yeah, because is my support system. Of course, we got Teddy peanut butter. Listen, we got to the self-checkout, and I stopped and looked at Chris and said, did you leave the peanut butter in the car? Because I didn't bring any. And he's like, here. And he handed me ginger, and he's like, go check out, and went and got a jar of it for us. So we have some peanut butter. Everything's all good on that end. I'm definitely going to be getting a burrito, though, because last time we were here, I talked about this place before, Coco Locos, and the California burrito, okay? And, man, so I kind of modified it a lot, and they didn't do it. They messed up, and so, I mean, we paid extra. I ended up calling the place after we left because, I mean, I didn't know what to do. I wasn't like swearing at anybody, but I let them know, like, hey, you guys forgot an important part of this burrito. So they do like an IOU system. So I have a free burrito waiting for me, and I'm thinking I might be able to talk Chris into sharing it. That's still being pretty good. Maybe then I'll get a donut. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. My idea of a treat is like one of these. It's not exactly a no bake, but it's kind of like a no bake. So it's just oats and a mashed banana or two with some pecans and like just baked up. And they're more or less just a little snack, but they're a little sweet. But yeah, it's hard for me to have just one of something. It just kind of turns into a never ending kind of thing. So I try to avoid it. And that way I don't feel so bad when I actually cave and go crazy. Yeah, the only issue is Chris is the problem. Okay. So, for example, we each had one bag of pasta tonight, which is not a big deal. Okay. It's just for calorie reasons so you can understand. The bag's about this big. Okay. It says it's 2 servings, but one bag is like 300 calories. And then I add broccoli and I add kale and I add the chicken. So it's like I don't know, 450 calorie meal, which is not high, but if you're eating a bunch of peanut butter later, that's a good plan. Okay. So to him, he calls it a snack. And I'm trying to get him to realize it's a meal. I'm considering sleeping in a mountain creek 15 minutes away with floaties on. David, When I was in Arizona at my mother's house, my mom is a tiny, tiny, tiny woman. And she's maybe about 110 pounds soaking wet. Um, she's always cold, always. And even in Arizona, where overnight it doesn't get lower than like 88, 89 in the summer, the woman refuses to put her air conditioning below 83. I'm not even joking. I think I have a text from her. Let me double check this. I'm almost positive that she told me it's at 83 degrees still. And it's like 110 degrees out there. Yeah, 83. That's her air conditioning. And so when I was staying there overnight, what I would do, because I sleep hot, I can't stand sweating when I'm sleeping. I would freeze water bottles and I would sleep with them like surrounding me, like the outline of like a chalk outline when police have a murder case. That's what I had to do to stay cool. Speaking of kale, I watched a video saying spinach is bad for you, and I love spinach. Okay, so here's the deal with that. It's not that spinach is bad for you exactly. It's that there's something called oxalates. I'm going to type it in the chat. If I can get it to work. There we go. Okay. I believe that's the word, but there's something called oxalates, and it's not just in spinach, and it's in other, I think, other vegetables. I'm not totally sure about that, but I know for a fact spinach because that was my go-to green. But basically, you are getting iron, calcium, etc. from spinach, but because there's a high level of these oxalates in spinach, it kind of counters the positives because it will prevent your blood or bones or something from absorbing the calcium. It kind of leaches the calcium is what happens. So they say if you're trying to eat spinach for those reasons, for calcium, or if you're just low on calcium, etc., that's probably one of the vegetables to avoid. There we go. I knew you'd come in here with the fire. Hey, Romy. Great to see you. Everybody throw a hashtag North Crew in the chat. Romy just got his first order of True North in the mail today, and he picked a really great scent, Earth and Sky. I just left a comment. I absolutely love that scent. It's probably one of our like dark horse mainline scents. I can't, like, it's an oud scent, but it's got like this mineral touch to it that's just so good. I absolutely love it. 80 on the thermostat probably feels cool. Awful. I can't. I told my mom, like, if I go visit her, I'm getting a hotel. Yeah, see, you can have spinach. You just want to try and mix it up. And supplement with other greens if that's the only green you're eating, I would say. But spinach works for Popeye. What's up, Robert? And yes, that's what I was saying. There's a lot of foods with oxalates. It's just if you're eating a high volume of those foods, it can lead to kidney stones and other stuff like that. Well, I don't have other. I mean, if you're having a Subway sandwich, you're not eating that much spinach. And you're lucky because I remember back in the day that not every Subway has spinach. So that's, I would say keep getting it. It's no big deal. As long as you're not eating like every single day, like as much as a pound. I don't know. I'll try and find some more info about that, Um, oh no, who's for? Oh, Popeyes. Yeah, so glad that you learned that. I was just kind of like, oh, he picked this one. That's awesome for a first cent. Awesome. Um, some people in school call me macaroni when you say my name real quick. It sounds like that. No, there's no way MGP has spinach in his calzones. I imagine it rotates between pepperoni. Uh, can you have bologna? I would imagine he might have a bologna in it. I'm down to try kale. Can you? Absolutely, you can cook it. You can microwave it. You can saute it. You can bake it into chips. You can not cook it and blend it up into like a shake or a smoothie. Honestly, you can't even taste it. And I've seen people make a kale and chocolate drizzle like chip. I know that sounds strange, but I've had chocolate kale and it was pretty good. Is bologna kale a thing? MGP's mom knows he doesn't like veggies in his calzones. Is that out of pocket to say a bologna calzone? Wait, bologna calzone. Wait, it's calzone, but I like saying it that way better. Bologna calzone. Um. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I was super heavy on the spinach too. But if that's the only green you're eating, I would suggest mixing it up. That's all I have to say about that. Arugula and kale for the win. Yes, I've never put arugula in a shake though. That is so peppery to me. I love putting arugula in like pastas. I don't even cook it. Like I just put it in at the last second and stir it in. I like it on pizza. Oh man. Mm. With a balsamic drizzle. Yeah, definitely. Um, hmm. Try it. Tell me more about this arugula shake you're having. I'm curious. Yeah, because we are going to be having a Sunday drop. It might be a double drop. Maybe. Gary, what? Arugula, if I could afford it, I would eat so much. Well, I can't afford it, but I try to stay like under a certain dollar amount for per pound type of things. But kale is like king, and arugula pops in and is fancy time every once in a while. But man, that peppery zest is so good. What's going on, Ray? Great to see you. There's Jelly. You're not too late. We're a little late. That's okay. I hate saying arugula. I love saying arugula. And it reminds me of Ursula, which I absolutely love as a name. Um, Never heard of arugula. It might be called rocket where you're at. Maybe you can buy it as rocket, perhaps, but it's definitely called rocket, like in Europe, I believe. I had a sandwich. Wow. I had a sandwich with arugula and gorgonzola when I was at Disneyland, and it left such a sour taste. Well, that might be the gorgonzola. I don't know if I would say arugula. Arugula is going to give you pepper. Gorgonzola, I could see giving you sour. That's almost blue cheese. It's just like, what is it, goat milk? Blue cheese? But yeah, that's a very um, specific group of people that like it. Obviously, I'm not eating that anymore, but when I was like 6, blue cheese dressing was my go-to. I had a very old soul palate as a child. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. And my favorite ice cream was butter pecan. Quite the adult. Yeah, I love the name Ursula. I absolutely love Ursula. Yeah, Rocket. It's not it's You might find it like prepackaged as rocket, but it's usually just arugula. Man, the good old blue cheese and ranch debate. It's blue cheese, like S tier, ranch F tier. Just to be fair, it's not about taste. Pea protein, tofu. I've done that. Silken or firm? I go with silken. Flax meal, bunch of berries, and arugula and spinach. No pepper taste, but there's not much taste to it, period. Put more berries in it. Make sure you add a banana in there. That's what's going to really help that flavor. Oh, chaps in real life. That's awesome. I bet you. I haven't seen any chaps recently, but I would be. I know that. Ooh, spinach, strawberry, gorgonzola salad. Yeah, amazing. Absolutely not, because oh no, no. I can maybe get you a clean ranch recipe though. I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can find it. Shout out to blue cheese. um, Ooh, I just thought about like a blue cheese scent oil. Ugh, yuck. The spicier the wing, I need blue cheese. Yeah. It's so weird how mold is just so tasty. Um, our daughter loved butter pecan as well. I I absolutely love it. I went through like a phase where I was like, do I like butter pecan or isn't it weird? I say butter pecan, but then I say pecan praline because I don't say pecan praline. That sounds weird. But I thought I would like that one, the praline. Nope, too sweet. I wanted the butter pecan back. Getting a big beard trim tomorrow. Can't wait. How many inches are you taking off? And are you going to be shaving in the Greek uh, geometric stylings into your cheek line? Please say yes. I'm trying to convince Because to get, you guys know what I mean, like that Greek geometric design. Please, please do it. Blue cheese beard butter. Yikes. Which VW models did you test drive? I think the Atlas. Yeah, bit large. Atlas Cross Sport. Oh, Neusser. Okay. So, did I drive a Taos at all?
Yeah, we got in it the last time we went, but it was a little too small.
Oh, that's right. It was at the Augusta.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've test driven a Taos and a Tiguan. And then I actually saw a Trailblazer that I considered, but like I told you guys, it didn't have cruise control. So that was like straight up like, nope, I don't even want to look at it. Once I found out it didn't have cruise control. Didn't test drive the Atlas. I already don't really need a big car. Just driving around the Tiguan, to me, coming from like a coupe, it feels really big, but it was really funny. I had to use the power seats to boost the seat up like completely so I could see like over the hood properly. I sit really low and like my mom gets really mad at me. I kind of lean like a cholo, I guess. Like I'm a low rider when I'm driving, so I'm really lean back. But yeah, the seat I had to like boost it up. And what's funny is when we were test driving the Tiguan, we went to like this empty, deserted mall. So we had all the parking lot to ourselves. And we switched so Chris could like drive a little bit. And when he got in, yeah, he lowered the seat, but not much else. So I like to be pretty far back from the steering wheel. I'm thinking 1 or 2 inches, maybe even 3. I'm at 8.5 now. Do 5. Oh, John wants you to stream it. You should stream it. Let's see a live beard trim. Atlas is very nice for guys with height. Back. Chris didn't want a Atlas. He thinks it's a little too big. I know. I couldn't believe it. It was a Chevy Trailblazer, and had it had the cruise control, it honestly, I might have considered it. It felt nice. Everything was good. And then I was like on the steering wheel, and there was a whole like, when you don't have the upgrade of whatever's missing there, you could just see like what's missing. It's just plastic here, and then I figured it out. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I had to boost the seat up because I couldn't see the front of the car, and it was really low. But to be fair, Chris didn't lower it that much himself. It wasn't like I was sitting on a downer. Yeah, I am like leaned back. It's oh, there's two of me. That's weird. Am I back? That was weird. The whole web page restarted. Really weird. David, get some fruit at least, or something. At least there's water in there. You're getting something. You guys need some salt in your water. Get some electrolytes. Get some Pedialyte. Something. I hope you're feeling better soon. I can't see what this is, but this is what I'm seeing on here. Pride person. Yeah. When I checked in the last couple times we were here, nobody here. I got here today. I had to wait behind 3 different check-ins just to get in the room. So there's like 5 people on the Wi-Fi right now, I guess. Yes, definitely get some electrolytes in. 100%. I personally like to sip a little pickle juice before I go on a long run, to pre-electrolyte a little bit. And speaking of runs, you guys, I'm so excited. I bought that sunblock, that European sunblock that I've been talking about for a few days. I finally found a website that would ship it to America after being denied from the first one that I found. So I'm going to get my first order. I don't know how long it'll take because I think it's shipping from Korea. But I'm actually looking at a 6-pack canister of like some other, it's like a Swedish aerosol SPF. Unbelievable how small the containers are, but I hear they last a long time. Do y'all know if it's true that you should cut your Gatorade with 50% water? So, okay, Matt, here's the thing. I'm no doctor. I just am a laptop researcher like everybody else. And I don't drink Gatorade. I never really have, even when I played games. The only time that you really are going to be needing Gatorade, because the purpose of it is for hydration for activity, just drinking it, you don't really need it because it's very high in sugar. And part of that is so you have carbs to keep uh, your energy up. while you're playing games out in the heat. I mean, it was made for Florida football players in that super hot, humid weather. But yeah, I would say that that might be a good idea if you're just drinking it just to have a beverage. Donald, finally you're here. Can you tell me, is bologna calzone a real thing? Or did I just make it up? Because Uber Eats hack is smashing a calzone, and we were trying to debate if he puts any vegetables in his calzone, and I said no, he probably only eats pepperoni or bologna calzones. Illuminati poison. I can't keep up. The only time I ever drink it is when it's hot and I'm out in the yard. Yeah, I would maybe still cut it with a half water. The sugar is really what's the problem with Gatorade. And if you're going for the electrolytes, there's still going to be enough in there, probably, I'm thinking, if you cut it with water. But Pedialyte, like Amber said, is like the ultimate electrolyte. I actually have some applesauce that has electrolytes added to it, but they're minimal. I looked at the ingredients, and it's like Big J, great to see you. FYI, the book about Gatorade is boring. Yeah, it's science. It's probably a little boring unless you're super into science. I read that Gatorade originally did not taste good unless you're dehydrated. I don't know. I don't exactly know how that works, but I'm assuming it has something to do. Yeah, absolutely, the salt levels. I mean, there's magnesium, potassium, and I can't remember one of the other electrolytes that are pretty important. But if you're sweating very profusely, yeah, you're going to want to replenish with electrolytes. The sugar is the part of it that you don't necessarily need so much, and that's what's in Gatorade. But like I said, if you're like me and you're out running for 2 hours, the sugar is not the electrolyte. The sugar is to keep your glycogen levels at a state of, burning. So you're not burning through your muscles. Not literally, like you're not going to collapse, but it's to keep your engine going. But for the electrolytes, you can just put salt, and there's a recipe online, like a DIY electrolyte blend. I think it's like some kind of salt, and there's maybe you can buy like potassium tablets. You don't have to have the sugar in there. But yeah, I would absolutely agree that I bet it's the salt that made that original taste gross. Kind of prefer vitamin water, but usually drink the no sugar version. That's what Chris drinks. I used to do fasting quite often. I used to do intermittent fasting way more. I did 2 1-week fasts. I'm not suggesting anybody try this. This was not something that I did while working out, while doing anything but being a blob. So it wasn't like I was expending a lot of energy. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to challenge myself. But like I said, I was not out and about. I was laying in bed. It was boring, and that was about it. Donald, I am not responsible for that. I'm going to speak to the management and see what's going on. Yeah, because you could try intermittent fasting if you are interested. I'll give you a little info about what I did. But I don't know, it works for some people. It doesn't work for everybody. Some people do a 1 meal a day thing, but you're eating like a 1,000, 2,000 calorie plate. So it just depends on what kind of habits that you have. There we go. I got 2 of them, maybe 3. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium. Yes, sugar when you are super active, 100%. When I go on really long runs, I stash dates that have salt in them, and those applesauce packs in in a mailbox. So I will run past every 15 minutes and grab a date and just be chewing on it while I'm running. And people look at me like I'm crazy, but that's part of one of my like favorite things about doing a long run. Anyone know if liquid death is any good? I know it's canned water and they've branched out to other things, but I've never tried it. I'm in my second week of IF right now. It really worked for me last time, but didn't maintain the loss. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just another tool, I would say. I would not compare it to, I'm not saying it's like Weight Watchers, but as an analogy, if you're eating a certain way that's laid out for you and it's working, and then you come off of it, you're going to gain it back if you're not staying within that like caloric, kind of the caloric limits that you have. But yeah, I did intermittent fasting, but it got a little too hard, especially with opening a small business. Everything's too chaotic. I can't really schedule my run every single day at the exact same time. So when I could do that, when I was able to do that, when I had my work schedule, here's what it is on this day, this day, this day, I could figure that out. And I would do intermittent fasting, and I would have like a feeding window, I guess, between like noon and I don't know, 8 or 9 p.m. But yeah, that worked for me. I was fine without eating breakfast immediately, but now that I'm like running in a very, very humid climate, I have a little something, just like a little applesauce squeeze or a banana before I head out. A week isn't hard, but hydration, I worry about worms because I love sushi so much. Hey, John, great to see you. Basically, sparkling water with good marketing. Yeah, I personally am not a fan of mineral or sparkling water. It's too bitter to me. Soda water, all of that. I wish I did, but nah. Chris, reset the mods to the OG3. Nothing against anyone personally. All the mods were handed out for anniversary fun. That's true. I think everybody started to like time each other out too, so it got a little crazy. You guys took advantage of it. It's just water in a can. I've had two. One tasted like water from a can. The other was a sparkling and had mango flavor. It was better, but just still water. Yeah, it's the marketing. It sounds cool. Liquid death. I know that the founder of the company was like, people don't drink enough water. Let's find a way to make it cool so kids will want to drink water. And it worked. That company is doing very well. Our mailbox. It's ours. I don't like putting anything in there though because it's so hot and everything I put in there gets like so gross so fast. Okay, 30 Spray J likes it. I've seen water with weird things and names. I used to do an 18 and 6. Pretty easy. Yeah, it is pretty easy. I could do it right now. Chris, on the other hand, absolutely not. You guys hear him. I'm starving. Like, you're not starving. You're hungry. You don't know what starving is. I'll show you what starving is. Box water I've seen. I actually like that idea because the, paper box. How many donuts is too many donuts? Asking for me. 2. Too many. Fasting may be effective, but I can't logically see it being consistent long term or as effective as aiming for 1% of fat loss a week. Well, it can be because it can be sustainable if you do a pretty liberal window because the time you sleep does count towards your fast. So if you can push your first meal, you can have water. That's not a problem. So you wake up, say 8 o'clock, you drink a water, let that digest, relax for like I don't know, an hour and push back your breakfast to like 9:30 or 10. And if you're doing an 8-hour window, you stop eating at 6. So if you have enough food, it's just kind of a way for people to stop snacking, I would say, after like a certain, like after dinner. So it just makes it easier for some people. Um, oh my gosh. I feel bad. I was sleeping when they won. He didn't have anybody to celebrate with, but at least he's happy. So congrats to the Celtics and all the Celtics fans. What's going on, Mark? Great to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us on your break. We always had a banana before we did 5Ks. It's not long distance, but I'm fat. So there's a lot of exertion. Seemed to help with cramps after the race. Yeah, definitely. That potassium in there for sure. I just saw a Instagram video this girl put up because like myself, she was looking for ways to supplement while running with whole foods rather than like the gels that they offer, which, oof, guys, it's like a loogie. It's like eating a cherry loogie. Some people like they're too hard in their stomach, but it's just sugar. Yeah, it's carbs with some electrolytes in these like gels, and that's what I've read. I haven't tried one myself, but that's the comparison. It's like a big giant loogie. And I feel like I can eat just natural foods. I want something I'm going to enjoy. This girl filmed herself. She had dates just like me, so that was cool. So she had her dates, and then she whips out a peanut butter and like honey on like a Wonder Bread sandwich. So she's just like running, eating this sandwich. And then in the next clip, she shows herself eating an actual sweet potato, like a steamed sweet potato that she carried around in her pocket. And she's just like squeezing it out. And then finally got around to a banana, which I finally caved and did because I didn't prep all my dates the night before. And yeah, just running there with a whole banana, just taking bites. It was pretty funny. Yeah, well, we're going to talk about some of Amber's show. Maybe she'll get some ideas, some suggestions from you guys on Friday. So make sure you're there at 9 on Friday. My brother said it's like if you take a glass of carbonated water and you set a piece of fruit next to it and then drink the water. That's how I feel about all vitamin water. Like it's like you took a frozen piece of fruit and kind of like dunked it a few times, but then took it out and then just sipped it. Ugh, not for me. Yes, this sparkling water tastes like TV stuff. Is this true? Wow. We were just talking about Fago, Chris and I, about we've never tried it. Not that I ever will. Probably won't. Hey, Sarge. One of the perks of being diabetic, I take Manjaro and have lost almost 80 pounds. Well, congratulations. Great to hear that. Happy for you. That's awesome. I only eat for 12 hours a day. Been doing that for years. I don't eat my first snack, usually fruit, until 11. That's exactly what I would do. 100%. It just gives structure to people, I would say. So if it works for you and you can stick with it, I know people have been intermittent fasting for like 10 years. If it works, stick with it. Much easier to stay within your calories when you shorten your eating window. Combined with eating healthy, limiting sugar, you can drop a lot of weight quickly. All right. Shout out to 80 Pounds Down Club. That's awesome. Shout out to Brother T. Fast is definitely not for everyone. Just like keto is good for some and others, it doesn't work. In the end, it's calories in and calories out. That's right. Seco. Quality of those calories, 100%. I know that some science guy did some kind of McDonald's test where he kept his calories within a certain range. And yes, he managed to stay in a certain weight with only eating, so many 1,200, I don't know what his number was, but he stuck with that within McDonald's. And yeah, his weight was okay, but I don't know what his arteries look like. Yeah. I mean, there's a small minority where, things like hormones will come into play, thyroid, stuff like that. But that's what it boils down to. And we don't have the science down 100%. So you can't really just, I've read where, it's 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound. Sure. But, yeah, it could be 3,600. It could be 3,400, just keep moving and eat quality food. I can't remember if my last order that has shipped, if I requested, you did. And I don't think you even would have to. I'd probably know better anyway. There he is. Hello. Great to see you. And Babysitter Jess. Great to see you in here now. Oh, yeah. Not touching that. If you eat shit calories in your yeah. Why do you think I don't want to eat a donut? Every time we come here, it's almost like a drug where I'm like on this like bender where it's like, ooh, this and that and this. And then the next morning I wake up feeling hungover. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, Morgan Spurlock, RIP to him. He actually just passed recently. So, yeah, that was a great experiment. No. I don't know. We might have to for a celebration if we get the car tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm excited for that burrito, to be honest. Yes, cheese is addicting. Cheese appeals to your dopamine. That makes you want it more. Super addicting.
Grab me that charger. I have no battery.
Charger.
Thank you. Solar charger. Thank you.
Okay, guys. So, yeah, I don't know. What time is it? It's almost 10.
Celtics won the NBA championship.
I said congratulations to you already.
Let's go, baby.
Yikes.
Shout out to Ken, who thought the Milwaukee Bucks were going to win it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jay Cruz, who thought the Dallas Mavericks were going to win it.
Yeah, that was basically a sweep. I feel sorry for them.
I'm a homer. I'm proud of it.
Congratulations. 2 years, 100 pounds down pre-pandemic by just activities and food intake. That's the most sustainable way to do it, too. I mean, you don't want to drop that weight too fast. Slow and steady is like the best way to do it. So let me think. This week, we do have a drop on Sunday. I wanted to talk about sweats, joggers. Those are going out. So if you didn't pre-order sweats or joggers, we do have them available on site right now. We also, let me think, have still have hats available of our newest hats. So that awesome orange hat, I think we still might have a neon hat available. And I think we we always have mystery boxes, but they have been getting restocked with a little bit more of the newer scents, not newest, but newer. So if you have yet to try True North, definitely give the mystery box a quick look. Did you say cut the cheese? Well, you know how to do it again. You know how to do it, and you can do it again because you did it once. So don't get discouraged if you're trying to do that. Just start slow. I got mine last week, but woof, it's too hot to wear them now. I know. But what's funny is, yeah, Chris thinks I'm absolutely crazy. I have a sweet spot of temperature. I don't like a heater being on ever, but that's because I don't like it being over like 72 in the house. But if the heater's on, especially overnight, I wake up with extremely dry sinuses and I will get bloody noses probably every other day. So that's why I don't like the heater being on. But then with the air conditioning, I absolutely cannot handle air like blowing right on me. So I try to, especially being really cold. I'm not a big fan of that. Unless I'm sleeping. So if I'm sleeping, I want to be in like 68. But during the day, no, I want it to be about 70. That works for me. Nick, great to see you. Welcome. If everybody hasn't already watched it, Nick has a new True North video out on his channel. Make sure you check out the bearded beanie and give that video a like, a thumbs up, a comment. We really appreciate it. Oh, man. Oh, well, therapy does come first. I'm glad to hear that you're getting that help that you need. That's awesome. Derek's cousin, the bearded beanie. Hey, PB, great to see you. I do have a humidifier when the heat is on, but I just sleep so hot. I don't even use a blanket in the winter. It's just difficult. I run hot. It's too much. It's too hot to wear anything at a legal point without getting arrested. Maybe we, you should just turn them into chaps, guys. The bloody noses used to happen all the time. The doctor told her to coat the inside of her nose with Vaseline. I think I might have done that once. I can't tell. The late start time didn't get announced until like 7:15 because I was at a car dealership until 7:05. And we weren't expecting that to be the case. But business, it's part of doing business. So kind of had to just delay everything a little bit. But I think to make up for it, I might be going live tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. Possibly. I might be having a celebratory live. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But we could be celebrating signing a new car to the roster. Not new to us. Definitely not new. I have not had a new, and this is a used new car, not a brand new car. I am getting a used car. But I have not had, I've had the same car for over 10 years. And it still runs great, but it's time to upgrade for the business. Going to need more cargo space if we're ever going to be traveling for meetups or craft fairs or expos, trade shows, etc. We're going to have to bring product with us and can't have it getting squished into a hatchback. So definitely upgrading to something a little bit larger and working on a VW. Test drove a Taos, a Tiguan. We're just kind of looking for something not too small, not a crossover, but not like a full-size Expedition or anything. Yes, my car is a hatchback. I love it. I went to Walmart up here and got where they bring your groceries out to the car for you. So I did pick up, and this kid, I'm not even joking, he's probably in high school, probably like 18, but he was like, whoa. Like he literally went, when I opened it, the trunk, he goes, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. And I'm like, what? I don't notice these things. Apparently, hatchbacks aren't really a thing out here. He was like, it was like he was watching me open a DeLorean. I don't know. Speaking of DeLoreans, has anybody seen the latest DeLorean? I sent Chris a reel on Instagram, which of course he did not even look at, probably. The newest release DeLorean put out, it's incredible. It's amazing. You guys have to look it up. Yeah. Fall scents are on the way, guys. I promise. And trust me, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, meetups will definitely happen. And yes, a main meetup, we're going to probably have to work something out eventually. We would love to do that. Hanging out with you guys would be so much fun. And yeah, I mean, the main meetup would probably be the easiest, of course, obviously. But I, being from California, I would love to somehow do a West Coast meetup. Now, I'm probably not driving a car out there, but yeah, meeting up, just traveling in general, that's on the bucket list, 100%. Yes, Godzilla has much more room. Not yet, possibly. Knock on wood. Hey, Alex, great to see you. New used car safety first and foremost. This car that we checked out today came with a first aid kit. So that was a perk. It's got all the airbags and, you know, all the technology with the camera and the driver assist. So that's new for me, but I'm a really good driver. I almost got sideswiped driving home from the dealership today for somebody who in a double turn lane took a wide turn into my lane. Ugh, ridiculous. It does it gets the same mileage that my tiny little coupe gets. So it does pretty darn good. Does Mandalorian count? Yes, absolutely. Eventually sedans might not be as common as they were before. A lot more SUVs, 100%. Absolutely. DeLorean.com. Is everybody going to check this out? I can't believe how. Don't you open that?
I was going to see if you wanted something.
No. I cannot believe that new DeLorean is mind blowing. No. I do want some frozen fruit. I don't want that. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, you guys, there's so many of you in Illinois. It's insane. I had no idea, but I was counting 1, 2, 3. There's probably at least like 7 or 8 of you guys that I can think of off the top of my head. I can't open this myself right now. It's too wet. Beanie, that could happen. My mom's in Arizona. However, she's on like the north side. I might have to float down the Colorado River. I need you to rip it open. I really do. Oh, edamame. Yummy. I might be able to do a Midwest meetup or maybe one on the East Coast. Yes, do Illinois. I wanted to visit Chicago back in 2020. Pandemic ruined a lot for a lot of people.
Here you go.
Yes! This is like one of my favorite snacks. I actually really like frozen mango personally, but Oh my God. No, don't eat it.
I'm having a little bit of it.
Here, have one of these instead.
I'm having a little bit of it.
There's no such thing as a little bit with you. A little bit for you is the entire serving. Yes, it is. I could put it on a scale and show you. I could. I'll show you what your serving will look like. Let me show you right now. It'll be a learning lesson for everybody.
No.
Because knows what I'm talking about. How big is a serving of peanut butter? Because
I'm just mixing it.
So
it's ready. Just mixing it so it's ready when we have oatmeal.
Gary, I took the most ridiculous risk trying to get a picture of the St. Louis Arch when I was driving out here. It was dusk.
I remember.
And I didn't know where to look. And I took the picture like this. Like over my shoulder. I saw that. No. He's pretending that he's stirring up the teddy. He's eating scoops of it while on his back. I can see you. You just had 4 servings. Yeah, your 2 scoops are 4 servings. All right, Mark, have a good night. Yeah, Amber. He doesn't know what tablespoons look like.
Got some in my beard.
Of course you have some in your beard. Excuse me, they have the Saint Lunatics. And that weird, don't they have like some kind of weird pizza? Gary, I was on a mission. I was driving by myself across the country and I didn't want to have to take like a week to get to where I wanted to go. I don't like. Did you trip?
Thought I tripped over your oofers. They were mine.
No, yours.
Can't be mad at you.
And it was like late night. I can't be out in St. Louis by myself at like 7 o'clock at night. Are you crazy?
No. Dirty little.
Troy was born and raised in the Lou? Wow. I had no idea. What do they call St. Louis? The gateway to the west? Something like that?
Gateway to the West.
For me, it was the gateway to the east. Ooh. I love a nice hike. Nelly. Hey.
Sexy red.
Are we talking about St. Louis pizza? I don't know anything about it. Tell me more. Don't they have a football team? Or wait. No.
They have the Battlehawks now. They lost the Rams.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, the Rams did go back to LA. Well, we have a meetup. Pee-wee's going to bring Bring McDonald's French fries. That's what I want. Canadian McDonald's French fries. I told Chris that one day we're going to make a road trip just to go to Canada to get French fries.
Quebec.
Do you consider Chicago the Midwest?
Do I? Yes, that's the upper Midwest.
Chris does.
What else would it be? It's the upper Midwest.
I don't know. Amber, what do you consider Chicago?
Upper Midwest.
St. Louis style pizza is it's that cracker pizza. No way. I saw it.
Just beat the Blue Jays. Go Boston.
Aren't ketchup potato chips out here? Or is that all dressed? I call them well dressed on accident because we don't have them on the West Coast. I knew it. It's cracker pizza. I don't like thin crust. I didn't say it. Sarge said it. Cracker-like crust. It's cracker pizza. PB. Okay. I will admit, I'm not afraid to admit this. McDonald's are like the best fries ever. For me, that's my opinion. I think they're amazing. However, since going vegan, I have not eaten McDonald's French fries because they put beef in the fry. They inject it into the fry before they send them out frozen to the McDonald's restaurant. So no matter what, it doesn't matter what they're doing. There's already meat in the French fry. But outside of America, they don't do that. So I can have them elsewhere. Toasted ravioli. Huh. Is that like a deep fried ravioli? I like the all dressed chips. But after a certain number of them, there's too much. What are grippos? Grippos? Do you know what those are?
Yep.
You do?
What?
Grippos? What are they? I'm more important.
I know that, but I'm posting about you being live right now.
I've never heard of grippos. I don't know what those are. I'm so sad. You guys know how like Lay's puts out like limited flavor releases here and there. They'll have like fantasy foods or whatever. Lay's put out Funyun flavored Lay's, and I can't I can't eat actual Lay's because there's milk in them. But the Funyun flavored Lay's I could have, and I missed my chance. I don't. You don't have to bring the McDonald's fries.
Just let me know if it's
No.
stirred properly.
No.
I'm just gonna clean this one up here.
I don't want it. I believe they do, but they don't keep the Funyun flavored Lay's chips stocked, unfortunately. But yeah, don't worry about McDonald's fries. Those will be so bad by the time they got anywhere. McDonald's fries don't last. They have to be super fresh. Ew, we were talking about bunions last Tuesday. Ugh. How does this keep coming up? KFC potato wedges before they removed it from their menu over McDonald's. Oh, I don't remember those. I think I had them. They were seasoned.
Yeah, we'll send you a bunch of stuff. Just make some content. We'll send you a bunch of stuff.
I really loved. I've never eaten anything from Arby's, but their potato patties, whatever they're called, they're hash browns. What are you even talking about? What is this? Who? This has to be Canadian only. I've never seen a McDonald's pizza. Ever. Yeah, I think KFC changed their, they only have fries now, but they're really weird shaped. They look like excuse me. They look like calamari. Honestly, they're all like deformed looking. I don't know. I have not tried them. Yeah, potato cakes. They're hash browns, right? They're little triangle things. Yeah.
I'll try real quick. Could you remind people that tomorrow the post office is closed for Juneteenth? So when we get back the next day.
That's right. Shout out to Juneteenth tomorrow, guys. Just in case you don't know this already. June 19th is now a federal holiday in the United States. It has been for like a year or two now. So that means that your post office will be closed, which means we will not be able to ship out any orders. So it's not that we're on vacation, it's that the post office is closed. Okay, Grippo's is a popular potato chip in Kentucky that I have never heard of. McDonald's had a McPizza. Has anybody heard of a McPizza in the U.S.? Please confirm. Barbecue Grippo's best thing ever until something else changes my mind. Sarge, seriously? Chris, do you remember McDonald's having pizza?
No, I remember McDLT.
I don't really know what a McDLT is either. Tell me again.
One side was cold and one side was warm. Your lettuce, tomato, and the bun and everything on the left side was cold, I think, and everything on the right.
Oh, they served it separate? Like this?
Yeah, two separate sides of the styrofoam.
Huh.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy looking.
It wasn't good. What, the
Who
milk?
said that?
No, I think he's talking about the McPizza. I've never heard of a McPizza. What's a mixed steak? Oh.
Mistake.
You got me. You got me good. Mixed steak. That was a good one. Ate a ton of McDLTs. Yeah, I never saw those. I heard of them. I've Googled the pictures. They removed them because the fat people always got upset. 20 minutes for a McPizza? I'd be mad as a skinny person too. Who had pasta? Shut up. This can't be real. What? Had the McPizza. It tastes like pizza from McDonald's. Not great. What? When? I've never. Frick ate that. Not. Wait, what? That Mexican pizza wasn't that bad, was it? They brought it back. It was good enough to bring back. You know what I miss from Taco Bell? Well, I mean, not really now, but the Cholito. Yum. That was good. That was a throwback. Ooh, man, the Cholito. And the caramel apple empanadas. Woo! Fire.
Muggy meter. Oppressive. It goes from refreshing to pleasant to sticky to uncomfortable to oppressive. Tomorrow, way high up on oppressive.
Yeah. My fingers are getting stained from the berries. Yum. Yeah, the Mexican pizza was never my go-to because it had red sauce on it, and back then it was too spicy for me, but I still knew that it was like popular at least. Did you ever have the Mexican pizza at Taco Bell?
Me? Of course I did.
Did you love it?
I thought it was pretty good, but I'm into what's the taco wrapped in another taco? Cheesy Gordita Crunch? Or chalupa? I think that's what
the cheesy gordita crunch. The chalupa was that like thick.
I think it's the
like
cheesy
flat
gordita.
bread.
No, and that was decent, but I like the that was mid, I guess, but
yeah.
No, cheesy Gordita Crunch is S tier.
Wait. Gordita? What was the other one you just said?
Cheesy Gordita Crunch or chalupa.
I take it back. Gordita was the flatbread thing.
Yeah, and I didn't really like
the
that.
chalupa was the thick, crunchy shell, I think. Wait, who had McDonald's hot dogs? What? Where are you going? I guess I did not eat enough fast food. I don't know anything about this. Doesn't the Mexican... What? She needs to get down.
All right, hold on a minute.
Oh, are you thirsty? Mexican pizza had beans. Yeah, it had beans. It was that tostada. It had beans. It had cheese. It definitely had olives. And it had... Don't you want donuts tomorrow? Okay, well, put down the peanut butter.
I need protein.
That's not protein.
I need protein.
That's fat. Ask Amber.
On the beef fat?
I didn't call you fat. It's on the
Hey,
record.
look at this.
Ask Amber. Amber, is peanut butter a source of protein or fat? Oh, John, this was it. Crunch Wrap. Yes.
Crunch
all
Wrap Supreme.
day.
Is that what it was?
Well, the cheesy gordita crunch was like a taco with the gordita stuck to it with cheese. Then there was the Crunch Wrap, which was a flour tortilla that had the tostada shell that was flat, and they wrapped it around and then grilled it. It had like beans and meat and all that, lettuce and tomato and all that. I have no idea about this. I don't remember. LOL, Burger King here had dill pickle. Ooh, I would have loved that. Don't know anything about Santa Fe gorditas. Yes, but don't tell anybody at the front desk, please. Who remembers the Burger Queen chain? I don't, but I would have eaten there. Amber says fat. With big fat letters. It's a fat source. I need to get a macro breakdown on that. Yep, a McDonald's near me sold hot dog. What? What are you talking about? What? Did you know McDonald's sold hot dogs?
I think I remember hearing that.
Where?
I would partake.
No way. No way. I need to hear more about the Burger Queen chain. I don't know anything about that.
Burger King's made some pretty wild stuff over the years, but I've never been into fast food.
No, Burger Queen.
I think I've heard of it.
No. Put down the peanut butter.
I'm taking the spoon out right now.
No, you're not. You can eat half the jar. We just bought it. PB2, which is powdered peanut butter, has more protein than fat. I know. He could scoop that out. There's your protein. He just wants to lie to himself. The original Burger King, not associated with the chain, and they sued and can't open a chain. I think I heard about that.
This water is amazing. Thank you for putting it in the fridge for me.
Amber is a certified healthcare provider of some kind.
Yep.
I just love that Amber can back me up with claims that I just learned from researching like a layman. Can you throw this in the freezer?
We're having oatmeal later?
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. I need to go back to work, do some stuff.
Yeah. I want protein. Wait. Is this a typo? Right here? Is that supposed to be an N? Because that's not an N. We had burger something once. It got shut down because of legal trouble. I think it was in either Oshawa or Mississauga. Did I say that right? Do you want one of these?
What is it? Yep, toss it here. Toss it, please.
You can't even see it.
Yep, toss it. Pop it. Pop up.
I want to go on Jeopardy. Chris thinks he's really good at Jeopardy.
I am really good at it. My mom told you how good I am at it.
Yeah, well, you met your match.
My mom thinks you're good at it too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My sister's really good at it.
PB is the best initials in the chat. My favorite ones. Did I cover all the work stuff?
Yeah. Drop this Sunday. Sample kits are closer than ever. Mainline drops are closer than ever. Liquid butter is close. I can't say close enough, but it's close. And yeah, we're grinding, man.
Chris, what is I'm really good at it? You failed.
Oh my god. What is on it? Wow, come on, man.
Wait, seriously? It was called Burger Queer?
If I was on the show, I would say that.
These are really good.
Yeah, I'll take another one. Watch, I can lay. Hold on, I can lay here on this bed. Hold on a second.
I'm tossing Chris treats like I'm training him.
I can lay here
like
on
a
this
kid.
bed, right? Not even move while I'm working on my phone, and I'll catch it if you throw it.
Yeah, but if I have to make the throw
No,
proper.
go ahead. But watch, I won't even move. I just have such long arms. Go ahead. Toss it up
That's
here.
me who's throwing it to your hand.
Yep, toss it up here. Watch
Not
this.
you.
Ready? Don't fail.
Oh. Oh.
Do that again. What a fail.
I threw it right to you.
No, you
I
didn't.
caught
Go
it.
ahead. Ready?
Oh my God, it hit your hand twice.
Throw it like a normal person.
I am.
Throw it like a normal person. There you go.
Wow.
Boom.
Oh.
Good job.
We can see Ginger.
I'm not going to eat that now.
I can see you. There she is. Hi. Barely.
Get over here. Come here, please.
She can't have any. She's on a special diet, a lean, mean diet. Yeah, your like wild hair made an appearance. Just barely.
Oh, that's fine.
Just teeny tiny. I can see. Oh, there she is. There she is.
You just turned the
she's
camera
getting
on.
wild. No, it's just she appears if she's on top of the pillow.
Stop it. Get over here.
She's like this big. If you don't see her, you're going to miss her. Oh, there's your forehead. I haven't moved it at all. You guys are just barely right there. You know, she probably could have this.
Nope.
But Chris won't let her have anything because she's very picky. And if we give her these, she won't eat her actual food. But these are just oats, mashed banana, and pecans. That's it. That's all that's in there. And they're really good. And I made them like a month ago and froze them. And now they're the perfect snack. Tara needs to do a Bob Ross version with Chris doing toodles. And I mean that just for laughter. When we have the studio, there could be some kind of like variety show where things like that would happen. 100%.
Like what?
A live tootling.
In the new studio we can.
That's what I just said.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm building that thing like, wow, I'm going all out on that.
Oh, yeah. June is Pride Month. So, yeah, there's plenty of those going on all over the place. And, yeah, the donut shop that we go to does a special strawberry lemonade donut that comes with a rainbow cookie on top. Pretty good. I don't know about that. And that's something that I was just talking about today, that I should probably get a credit card specifically for travel purposes, or not purposes, but to collect points for flights or hotel stays, because we're really missing out on some credit for that kind of thing. But yeah, no, David, if anybody else has any ideas like this, absolutely. That's the point of the studio. I mean, we were just talking earlier today that Tuesday might become an every week thing. I don't know. It's on the table. It's something that we're considering. So if you guys have any thoughts on things you'd like to see on the channel, we're totally open to that. June is Men's Health Month. Shout out to men in the chat. I didn't know it was Men's Health Month. So yeah, is it mental health month? Every month should be Mental Health Month. the She Shed, the Tera Cave, etc., etc. The Witch Pad, um, the Goth Cabin. We don't know yet. Yeah. I know that that's one thing that the community is super, super open about is mental health. And it's really awesome to see that everybody's so supportive and available to each other. No, that might be where I'm sleeping some nights, honestly. It might be, I don't know how we're gonna set it up yet because like we said, it is being like built from scratch. Is that how you would say that? Anyway, the interior is just up to us to design. Working out maybe doing a loft. The bed might be up on the loft. There might be storage up there.
I gotta look that all up.
Not totally sure about that yet, but just looking forward to having a space that is separate from office, where we can do content creating. And speaking of that, again, this is not to brag about anything because we're getting a used car, not a new car. We're getting new phones, but these phones are used phones. I am going to be upgrading my iPhone SE to a 12. They're currently on a 15. So it's a 3-year-old phone. No big deal to me. It's brand new, and I'm looking forward to having a 128 gig phone, more space, and better camera. So we're going to be filming a lot more. It's going to be awesome.
Just as a business, we have to put our money back into it constantly. We have to buy equipment. We can't. Could we go buy the newest iPhone? Yes, we could. Are we going to? No.
Nope, it will not be attached. This will be completely separate. It's going to be my secret clubhouse, not so secret. There's going to be a password that, Chris may or may not know. Yeah, no, I've never bought a new phone ever. It's just not going to happen. It's for me. I have other things I want to spend money on, and that includes European sunblock. Are North American vehicles cheaper on insurance in the U.S.? I don't know because I've never gotten insurance anywhere else, so I don't know how to compare it. I'm not sure. If maybe somebody else can maybe give me an idea on that, but I'm not sure how to say if it's cheaper or not. Plus, my car, if you're talking about like North American built cars, my car is a Japanese car. So I don't know how that works out. I'm waiting on my 13 to start spazzing out till I get a newer one. Yeah. I'm not that addicted to technology, especially in phones. If it sends emojis and takes pictures, I'm pretty happy with it. So that works for me. North American vehicles have cheaper insurance rates here in Canada because they want more. Oh! I don't know. I don't know about that. Anybody in the chat know anything about that? I don't. I'm not sure, but I personally, I have never bought or insured a North American vehicle myself. I have driven one, but my parents bought me a starter car that was like a 1983 Ford Tempo, and they took care of all that. I'm sure it was pretty darn cheap to insure, considering how old it was. But yeah, any new car that I've gotten has been import, so I'm not sure about that. Oh, bringing best friends together. I love it. You're just trying to not get timed out. I get it. um, I think Because went to sleep already. He just kind of like passes out. Sleep on the ideas of the studio. Bangers bang and love everything that you do for us. Take some time for us and we'll understand and embrace it. I mean, somebody threw out the idea of doing a yoga class. So maybe I wouldn't be against it. It's not like I'm a yoga teacher by any means, but we could do some yoga together. That would be fun. $25 a month. That's a darn good deal.
For what?
98 Ford in Illinois.
For the price or insurance?
Insurance.
Oh, wow.
Car insurance can vary based on how often that car brand model is stolen. My wife's Nissan Altimas were higher than her SUVs.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tara. When
Wow.
now you're from California, I did the research. People in California pay pretty much the most nationwide for insurance, and Arizona's right behind them. Believe it or not, Massachusetts, where I'm from, is lower than those places. And we have the craziest drivers in the freaking world. Maine is significantly lower than Mass.
Okay.
So, just food for thought.
I know. What is this? $25 a month is like mind blowing.
That's.
I have a Japanese vehicle and the insurance is stupid. My VW in Illinois is like $150 full coverage. We can't drive in Mass. It's been proven. Yeah. Somebody with a Massachusetts plate almost killed me today for
No,
like.
that was a Maine plate.
Oh, really?
I saw her. I looked at it.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right. Well, Maine drivers aren't much
off.
better. They're really not that much better.
New England as a whole is crazy.
Wow.
New England's just.
I anticipated that was going to happen, though.
Oh, I did too.
I was on that horn, man. I don't honk that much, but when somebody like needs
I'll tell you
to
what,
know.
though, Tara, for what it's worth.
Oh.
Not when I was driving the car, but when you were driving the car today, you were glowing. You were beaming. Even like when you pulled up, you were beaming.
Are you sure they weren't like stink lines from the heat?
No, you were glowing. You were legit glowing.
Chris saying I'm glowing. He really
You
wants
don't
me
really.
to get this far.
You smile like you're a good person and all that, but to get a true, genuine smile out of you because all we do is work. Yeah, it felt good to be like, wow, she's actually happy right now. In this moment, she's happy.
Yeah, it felt fun. Insurance rates are wildly expensive because of all the thefts. Limited amounts of vehicles being returned to their owners. Wow. Our 2001 Jeep Liberty is $40-ish a month.
Wow, good deal.
That's both cars for Amber, 25 and 40.
Wow.
We need to move.
I think she's really
Illinois,
rural, so they don't have to worry about city folk.
Yeah, she is. She said they're country.
Yeah.
Hey, Jacob, great to see you.
Yep, good deal.
Still getting organized. Well, glad to hear that you're catching up, and can't wait to see you go live and show everything off. Ray said I'm always glowing.
Yeah, true. It's just all we do is work.
That is true. I'm very focused when I'm working.
Yeah.
So I'm
someone that just looks pissed off. So I mean, I'm not really,
I feel like California is like driving on a racetrack. You just gotta go for it. No, I disagree. Driving from today, for example, on what is that? Maine? Is that a turnpike?
95.
Okay, whatever.
Main turnpike, Route 95.
So it is a turnpike. I can't believe how fast people drive. Okay.
The guys with construction barrels, we were driving 75 and they're just casually walking.
They were running, but not quickly. The thing is, California is intimidating, but that's because the freeways are like 4 to 5 lanes on one side. So you're just like, whoa. But it's the same thing. If you stay to the right, you can drive a little slower. And honestly, I don't know. I guess I just grew up and I'm used to it. I just went for it. You're right. You just got to go for it. I pay full coverage with road assistance and tow and all that for 2 cars. It's $140. Wow, in Missouri. That's pretty good. $112 for 3 vehicles. Oh, PB's crying and
Wow.
PB's crying in Canadian. He pays like $200 something for his $280 a month for insurance for his car.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Must have to flip a switch or something when she gets. Yeah. I have a hard time winding down from like getting angry as well, though. It's not a really great quality, but growing up, there was no showing emotion. It was move on, and now having the ability to learn to do that, it's something that I'm still managing. Chris probably puts off an aura of just don't think about it. I think all 3 of my cars are about $125 a month. My car is higher, but I have full coverage on it. Yeah, Amber. So this is so funny. I was like kind of offended. At some point with this car I'm driving now, I got a letter in the mail, or maybe it was an email. I don't remember which, but my insurance company straight up said, yeah, if you were to total your car, we wouldn't replace it because it's just not worth it. So you should downgrade your insurance. You have too much insurance on your car. Don't drive in Greene County of East Tennessee. Your middle fingers will set up with arthritis. I like to do the really sarcastic thumbs up. Or if I'm really mad, I just give them the thumbs down. Those are my favorite things to do. I have to be like extremely mad if I'm going to put a middle finger up. Horns were put in cars just so people in Chicago can hold them down the entire time. Oh, man. I don't know if anybody remembers this. 76 at one point, probably in the early 2000s, they had some kind of like commercial marketing, whatever, where they started handing out these like 76 balls that were like, like a dome that you stuck on your dashboard, and it was like a stress like button rather than honking your horn, and when you squeeze it, it's like a squeaky toy. It was pretty silly, but yeah, my mom, I would have to remind her, like, look, I get your angry. Okay, that's so annoying. Yeah, she lays on her horn, and I worry for her because you guys see road rage stuff that goes on. People like will jump out of their cars with guns or beat up a vehicle. It's not worth it to me to honk that much.
I've had a gun pulled on me over a road rage incident.
No. In Chicago, I'd prefer to ride with my Mexican-American brother-in-law in the city than my sister. She gets mad quicker. Yeah. Try driving on the 401 here. It's a 16-lane highway and the busiest in North America. They're 16 lanes.
8 on each side. Where the heck is that?
In Toronto.
What the heck?
It's in Canada.
That would not happen around here.
18 lanes or 16.
The lane all the way over and go through 7 lanes to get off. That wouldn't happen.
No blinker.
We couldn't handle that.
Yeah.
No blinker.
No directional, as Chris likes to call it.
Blinker.
Yeah, blinker. Oh, where's my water?
I almost want to hit that peanut butter again, but I'm not gonna.
I'm not joking. Google it. I will. I'm looking forward. I would like to drive a 16-lane highway. Chris, Coach Missoula needs to have a chat with the Bees coach about building a team.
The Bruins need a sniper. They'll be fine.
Sniper.
Yeah, Bruins need a sniper. They'll be fine.
A sniper.
Who said that though?
Big J.
Oh, Big J. You know how it is, brother. We'll get there, kid. We'll get there. Shout out to Big J, man.
Oh, I don't know if anybody cares, but just because you brought up coaches, Big J, I am so excited that the Clippers have hired Jeff Van Gundy to the coaching staff. Nobody cares about the Clippers. Hardly anybody cares about basketball anymore. I am so excited because I think Jeff Van Gundy is incredible, and I'm looking forward to next season. Yeah. Chris doesn't call them blinkers. He doesn't call them
Directional.
anything normal. He calls them directionals. He said it's a New England thing, but he's the only person in New England I've heard say directional. Never heard of it. Not once.
What do you call it?
Blinker.
Directional.
Yes, Jeff Van Gundy is now an assistant coach on the Clippers staff. I cannot wait.
Jeff Van Gundy.
He does not sound like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, what do you call it when you flip the little arm to change your lane?
Directional.
What are you calling it? What do you call that?
We brought no food.
We're having oatmeal. Chill out. Jeez, you just ate.
We got a magic bullet. Oh, you used that.
What?
I just went right over my head.
Yeah. It's not bad. Blinka. Turn signal.
Turn signal. Yep, that'll be get it done.
Oh, John Fox. No, you don't. No, you don't. No,
What
you
he
don't.
said?
He said directional.
Yes. He's from where? He's originally from Massachusetts, South Shore.
What
so,
is turn signals?
Yeah, that also.
30 straight J. What is?
I love it. We'll have
Bravo.
a game we play on the highway of how many people don't use their directional.
Yeah.
They just don't use it. They're just like, F it, send it. I'm going to turn, and people behind me can figure it out. Cool. If they can't, oh well.
Yeah, and the thing about that is that, like, I just find it a little, I don't know. The way I put it is, it's like you're literally lifting a finger, and you could save how many lives or ruin how many lives, and you're unwilling to lift a finger. Like,
it's a very lazy
oh my
trait.
God.
If you don't use a directional, you are lazy.
A directional,
I
though.
know it.
Look, let's go through this. Ready?
Everyone knows.
Let me read these off to you.
You're lazy.
Blinka, turn signal, directional. That's one for each.
Okay.
Blinker, turn signal, turn signal, turn signal, turn signal, turn signal.
Turn signal.
Turn signal. I've never heard it called directional. Turn signal or turn switch.
I'm from Boston, man. I don't know what to tell you. What we say.
I'm glad frickin' Frack said the same as me. I think, yeah.
Let me hop into this live chat. The AC is not on in here.
It is on. Can't you hear it?
It's barely on.
That's because I turned it off earlier.
We're in a heat wave.
Some people call the GPS system a directional. I've never heard. When he said it, I was like, "What? My what? What are you saying? You want clam chowder?" Shout out to Matt Storm. Yeah, blinker, turn signal, directional. There's you and John Fox are the only people that refer to it as such. Shout out to push button automatics. Directional. Corn chowder. I do like corn chowder. It's pretty good. So
hazards. HAZZ idea.
Are hazard lights called direction or diagonals? Oh, you guys are funny tonight. Ooh, a blues festival. Man. I feel like I need to go out on our raft this
We have a question
week.
from Matt Storm, the resident nerd.
The resident
What is
nerd.
the optimal? Let's go over this for a minute.
I don't even.
How much fuel should you have in your tank at any given time?
Okay, here we
Half
go.
tank, full
Matt,
tank, quarter tank.
and anybody else in the chat that has an answer for this.
I'm old school. I don't let it go below a quarter of a tank, and I fill it all the way up.
I had a teacher in 10th grade when I was in high school who was a geometry teacher, actually. So I don't know how this came up, but we were working on some kind of word problem. And then somehow he was trying to explain, which I can't remember, but I do remember the point of the lesson was he said that in order to save gas, money, you should always fill your gas tank full every single time. And I don't know why, but it saved you money overall somehow. Okay.
And Tera is part of her education is the LA Unified School District. So for public school, prestigious, like PS, like public schools of New York City, Boston, LA, Chicago, I tell everyone all the time, if you went to Boston public schools or anywhere in the greater Boston area, it's like having a college education. So she's part of the LA Unified School District. Pretty smart. Did go to college, bachelor's degree. She's smart. But Matt Storm, how much gas should be in a tank?
You're not supposed to go less than
half tank, quarter. I'm old school. I don't go below a quarter.
But do you fill up your tank ever?
The weight of the gas is going to affect your miles per gallon. Think about that.
What's the sweet spot?
Yep. There
half
you go.
a
What's
tank?
the sweet spot?
Because Chris was, yes, like he's saying, the amount of weight that you're putting in your vehicle by having a full tank negates something because it's harder on your vehicle. Shout out to Cali schools. My car is half tank because my gauge is off.
There you go. Big J with a good point. So doesn't having your AC on is going to affect that, or your windows up and down. That's another debate.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to get better gas mileage with the AC
Sure.
or the windows down.
But that's only if you're like on a freeway or highway. But if you're at stop and go traffic, the whole point is that you are creating that wind friction. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, when you're more aerodynamic by
when
having
you have the windows open, it's going to cause drag.
But if you're stop and go at a
But
city,
having the AC on is having another belt. It's more on the motor.
Right. However, you're creating drag with the windows down when you're doing 60.
Big Stu with a good point. Hearing that 45 miles per hour was the most fuel efficient speed. I've heard that also.
Yep. Anything after, I believe, 65, your miles per gallon starts jumping like exponentially, like insanely. I think I said wind friction. I used to drive 100-mile round trip to work every day. I used to fill my tank. Half a tank to be safe, but full is ideal. I fill that thing all the way every time, Matt said. Patricia, the Passat is diesel, so half a tank, I save money filling up, but she can go for $800 on a full tank.
Wow.
Wow.
Who's got a diesel Passat?
30 spray J.
Oh, wow. VW gang, baby.
Exactly. Yes, that's my point. If you're on the freeway, highway, whatever, where you're not stopping at a stoplight every 5 blocks, absolutely. It does make a difference depending on how often you apply the accelerator and how light your vehicle is. How often you're using the heater. AC also makes a difference.
Don't roll the seat back, please.
Teeny!
No, Teeny, just walk around. Walk around.
I started calling her Tina now.
Go. Come on.
Bye, Tina.
There you go. Hey.
She's exploring. Heater is just using the car heat, I believe. AC is.
Yep. Anyone have to? Anyone else back in the day have to change out a heater core in a Chevy?
No.
Yeah. To pull the dash apart.
Anybody change a heater core naked? I bet Kevin has.
Yeah, well, Kevin would know all about a heater core and a Chevy and definitely doing it naked.
Where is Kevin? Shout out to Kevin. Is he
We need to,
Alliance as well?
real talk, and I'm going to stop talking about this, but real talk. We need to start documenting things like bologna calzone. Every live, there's something funny.
Bologna
We got
calzone.
chat butter. I just almost said something loud, but other companies would hear it and be like, oh, I'm stealing that, so I'm not going to. I'm going to text it to you.
Okay.
But we need to document this stuff. It's too funny.
Yeah, this is just a secret think tank, you guys. Thank
Kevin's
you.
avoiding the ban hammer.
There he is. Nobody ban Kevin tonight, please.
I'm going to text you
Kevin.
something. We can go over the idea.
Kevin, have you ever changed a heat core in a Chevy in the nude?
Heater core.
Heater core in the nude. The old lady's SUV that has little electric starter thing that shuts off the gas at red lights. That took Big Stu. The last car that I test drove, that put me off quite a bit. I thought that was only hybrid or electric vehicles that did that. I did not know that regular gas-powered cars do that, and I did not like the acceleration. It felt delayed, like it had to like turn on and then go.
But also, you could dismantle it to the right of the shifter with that button.
Yeah, but still, that was a surprise to me. It did, and Chris said it would. You'd get used to it. And I said, yeah, especially knowing it would save gas, so that would be cool.
It just helps with emissions.
Keep your tires inflated perfectly. So really, it'll change in every vehicle depending on how many people are in it, how much stuff you have in the trunk or bed, or all of that crap will change your miles per gallon. North American and German vehicles are more fuel efficient than Japanese. Heater cores are the worst. Tore out the whole dash in an old Mustang shirtless to change your heater core and a few others. Wow.
You need heat in the winter, man. You gotta have it.
That sounds pretty manly.
No, what happened to Justin Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake was partying too hard in the Hamptons.
He was going too hard?
Too hard. Hey, what's going on, AOB? Great to see you. We're probably going to be ending the show in a little bit because I got to make some oatmeal and get ready for bed because I'm doing a 6 or 7 mile treadmill run tomorrow. I can't wait.
I have a poll in the chat that you guys are going to pick how many donuts Tera's going to get tomorrow. I wrote dozen, half dozen, 6, and 3.
No.
You guys pick.
No dozens.
Yeah, definitely no dozen. No diggity.
Heater cores are the worst. I don't even know what a heater core is.
Oh, look it up. Look up heater core, Chevy Nova SS. Come on.
3, 6.
Hey. Hey.
Teeny.
Hey.
Teeny.
Hey. No. Come here.
Hi.
Hey. No. Come here, please. Hey.
She's getting scratches. She doesn't want to come over there. She's hanging out with me.
She wants to get off the lot.
Oh, all right. I gotta make food. Anyone ever gone through a drive-through car wash with the windows down? Very refreshing in this heat wave. Free shower too. Gotta bust out the Chilton for the heater core. What's a Chilton?
Chilton book. It tells you the whole diagram of what you're doing. That's real. Like.
It's an encyclopedia for your car.
Grease monkey nerd stuff.
He called you a grease monkey nerd. I hope you heard that.
I'm right there with him.
Takes one to know one. Exactly.
Yep.
3 all old fashioned.
I worked on so many cars.
No. There's no way. 7.
I was just doing push-ups on the floor behind Tera.
No, you weren't.
Because I was looking for something.
Right. All heater cores should be accessed from the firewall.
Yes. Who said that, Kevin?
Naked Kevin.
Yep, he knows.
Could you just change your name to Naked Kevin?
Who's that naked guy on Trailer Park Boys? Leahy? No, that was
no, Leahy's boyfriend.
Who was that guy? That's Kev. We gotta make a meme if Kev doesn't mind. That's Kev.
Oh my God.
He's like deputy sheriff or something.
Holy moly. Chilton's is repair manual. 77 Monte Carlo tore the dash out to replace the heater core.
Yeah, he knows.
I keep a Chilton for my 2012 Fusion.
Yep, he knows.
No, I will not run 12 maybe on Saturday. 12 miles on a treadmill? No, boring. Absolutely not. No way. I will do more. I was gonna do 6 miles today, but this heat wave has just changed all my plans. And when I got back after I left this morning, I did 4 miles. When I got back, the weather was 80 degrees and it was 75% humidity. Oh, yuck. Randy! It's Randy. Kevin is Randy.
He is Randy. Did those lentils come in that you ordered?
Not yet. Not that I know of. Randy. Anybody? Shout out to Trailer Park Boys, who I would never have watched a single episode if it wasn't for my mom, and ended up watching the entire series 3 times over a COVID lockdown. Crying, dying, laughing, hysterical. I have a picture with Randy and Leahy. Randy explained the minivan to me. Wow. Oh, R.I.P. Leahy. Hashtag Randy. In the heat, early morning runs is the best way, almost the only way, unless you want to run later. Yeah, no way. I don't like running. I don't like eating a full meal before I run. So running at night is almost impossible for me because I just don't like having that full stomach feeling. It doesn't matter if I ate over an hour ago, it still feels full. So I prefer in the morning all the time. And I'm slowly but surely making my way back to running before 9 a.m. So by the time I would say deep into summer hits, I'm going to be running probably around like 6 a.m.
Yeah. Shout out to Bob and Terry. They know Heater Core. Shout out to Gary Lav. Shout out to Maddie Storm, John Fox, AOB, Kevin, hashtag Randy. It's a lot of dudes, man. They know, man.
No, but I'm going to do my push-up after I get off this live tonight. I promise. I'm going to do 1 push-up. Chris and I were talking about people doing 100 push-ups a day.
I could not do 100 push-ups. Nope.
How insane that is.
You're doing that. Good for you, man.
But AOB's doing 100, but
he's a savage.
He breaks them up into sets.
Yeah, he's a savage, though.
But I want to do them like in really good form. Yeah, Sarge, I think we're going to be signing off as well. So you guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the laughs. Thanks for all the inside jokes. Thank you so much for hanging out and having fun and sharing my day, Chris's day. And I think I'll probably be doing a short live tomorrow night. So, yeah. Check the Instagram stories for info on that, but maybe make sure you have your subscribe button on so you can, or alerts on YouTube, maybe if you see a thumbnail pop up. But yeah, I can't wait. Maybe we'll have some good news. We'll let you guys know. But yep, have a good night, everybody. Stay cool, drink your water, and do 1 push-up tonight before you go to bed. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. Let's all hang out and have some fun. All right. See ya.